All right, so let's go ahead and configure the OSPF for this ASA1 now. So I will go ahead to the device list, select the ASA1, click on connect and click on save. And now we are on the ASA1. So let's go back to the configuration and go to the routing. Click on OSPF, click on setup. I will enable the process. Process will be number 1. Area, will click on add. Process I, area will be 0. And I will define the subnet, that is 10.0.0, and the subnet mask will be /24. Click on add. See that it has been added. I'm not doing any authentication right now. If it was password, select the password. If it is MD5, select the MD5. Now the area type is normal, so I'm not doing any advanced routing over here. So click on OK and click on apply. So currently I'm not doing any route summarization. It's just a normal OSPF config. So if I come back here and if I come back to the inside, so inside network is not being created. So I will say config T. So let's go back to the topology and configure the inside. So interface E0/0, IP address will be 10.0.0.1. IP now. So I will say that router OSPF1 network will be 0.0.0 and area will be 0. Exit, and I will create one loop back. IP address will be 1.1.1 and save. So on the topology also I will say 1.1.1. And also here I will also assign 2.2.2 so that we know that routing is been configured or not. So currently if I scroll up, it is up. And if I say that do ping 10.0.0.254 and I'm able to ping OSPF neighbor, still it is going through the process, let it complete, and after that the neighborship should be up and running. So you see that neighborship is up. So let's go back to the ASDM now. If I go back to the ASDM and if I go to the monitoring and if I go to the routing, if I click on routes and you see that I do have a route 1.1.1 here. If I select on OSPF, you see that OSPF routes. So my OSPF was successfully built. So let's go back to the configuration, go back to the setup area, click on edit. And I want to send a default gateway. So let's see how we can send. Filtering, no. Interface, currently we are defining the, all right, so now this is another way now. So if I go back to setup, I have defined the area as a network. So if you want to enable on the interface, just to go to the interface, select the interface, click on edit, and you will just say that no authentication. And you can just click on OK, and the area should be enabled for that one. See that area none. So where is the area? Area authentication if defined. All right. So currently, if I go to properties, you see that what is the cost of the interface, what is the priorities, that's all good. Now redistribute, I don't want to do any redistribution right now. Static neighbor, nothing. Summary address, nothing. Virtual links, nothing. I'm looking to send a default gateway. So if I click on advanced, the router ID is automatic. If you want to select the IP address, you can provide the IP address. And include details, log agency, that should be fine, all good. You see that default information originate, enable, always advertise. So currently if I go to the router and if I say that do show IP route, there is no default route. So I will just enable that one. And there is no route map. That means I'm not filtering anything. So click on OK, click on apply, click on save. Now, if I go back here and if I see that I should get that default gateway soon. So I got the default gateway now. So I don't want my router to know the addresses of the different interfaces or different zones. So in that case, you will just send the default gateway, default route, advertise the default route toward the router. All right, so that should be good with the OSPF. I think this was informative for you, and thank you.